Hey guys, welcome to the start of episode 4 of the Chelsea career mode, in which we're going to start the episode off with a game up against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. It's obviously the first leg of the competition, and yeah, let's not waste any time, let's get into the episode. But first of all, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications so don't miss a video, as we're on the road to 200 subscribers. Let's see if we can get there as soon as possible. Let's get into this game. Hopefully beat Liverpool so we don't have to play a second leg. Let's get into it. Chavadio has been an absolute rock at the back since we signed him, and now Felix. Can he find Christian Pulisic on the header? Yes, he can. And Christian Pulisic scores the first goal here. And what a header it was, actually. Like, that's an incredible header. Christian Pulisic. I need to take the undershirt off, because obviously for a celebration it doesn't work. But what a cross that was from Felix. And what a header as well from Christian Pulisic. It's not really been to the levels that he has been in the past. Nkunku now. Nkunku runs through, gets a shot away. It's blocked by Joe Gomez. And Mason Mount from the corner. Mason Mount looking for Chavadio. He finds Chavadio, but Alisson makes a good save. And Mason Mount again on the corner here. Can we find Chavadio this time? Yes, we can. Chavadio! Alisson. Surely we can win that header though. How's he missed? No. We're doing a little, not VAR, but you know, instant replay. How has Declan Rice missed that? Let's do this. Completely free header. Right, look at where I'm aiming. I'm aiming inside the post. How's that gone there? Marder. You get the ball, but we can't get it away though, which is the main task right now. Salah blocked by Cucurella. It's out for another corner. Cucurella is now almost at 89 rated. Now corner whipped in, and Joe Gomez scores. I knew they were going to score eventually. It was inevitable that they were going to score. The amount of attacks they had, that they just kept getting corners from. And the cross is whipped in here. And it's one that we should be dealing with. I'm not sure how, you know, Chavadio is behind Joe Gomez there. It should be ahead of him. But it is where it is. We're down 1-0. We need to get back in the lead in this game. Going Nunez. Declan Rice, good work there. Declan Rice plays through Felix now. Felix has got two men on him. Nkunku, oh Gallagher, you bag those. Gallagher, you bag those, there we go. And Conor Gallagher, as quickly as we conceded, goes at the other end and puts us back in the lead. Honestly, I really wish I had his face scan. You know, I mean, I really wish face scans like were added to old chromos to get what or not, because it's hard to do that considering they're pre-existing saves. But it's unfortunate he doesn't have a face scan, because obviously he's one of our main players in this chromo. But it's a great finisher from Conor Gallagher, and we're back in the lead. Cucurella now. Surely they've got this. Frankfurt's pulling out all the tricks, but a giveaway. Another corner in this game. I see we conceded from a corner, so we don't want to repeat history with that. So okay. Okay, if they score here, okay. Now someone told me that goal isn't weird. You know, like, Mason Mount just lets him walk by. Cucurella, who I'm controlling, just lets him walk by. Now, how's this happened? So over here to Mason Mount. It's through here. Pulisic just needs to be doing more than that, man. Maybe I shouldn't have played the pass into Pulisic. Maybe I should have taken it with Mount, but the fact it's going to probably end 2-2 isn't real. Yeah, it's going to end 2-2 because of that weird goal, but we're going to have to play the second leg later in the episode. Yeah, this game up against Derby County here, we're sitting with the second team with Parkinson, Loftus-Cheek, and Parkinson grabbing another goal to see that, and we're through to the next round of the FA Cup. And as you can see, we've actually made the decision to bring in NONI Madueke from PSV Eindhoven, as he has joined Chelsea in real life. Now, unfortunately, we are going to have to sell Anthony Gordon. And I do plan to use Anthony Gordon again in a future career mode, so we are going to use him in the future. Obviously, he's been a decent player for us in this career mode. He's not been completely as influential as I wanted him to, but we are going to put Madueke down the right and Madueke down the left in the second team. And unfortunately, we are to sell Gordon, but Madueke joins us here, so let's get him his debut in this episode. quits in this game against Leeds. But the second team, as you can see, we've got a 4-0 victory with Parkinson grabbing 2 goals, Borea scoring, and Loftus-Cheek scoring. Let's get into our next game, which is against Spurs, and give Madueke. It's not his debut because he made his debut in this one, but let's get him some game time in that game as well. Okay, for this game against Spurs, we're going to play the full game here, and Madueke is on the bench. I'm obviously just playing against Leeds United. He's going to be a little bit tired after that game. But yeah, let's get into the game against 4th place Spurs and hopefully maintain unbeaten run at the top of the table. Why does Kukurea fall for the trickery but not anyone else? Oh, okay. I had a weird feeling about that goal. I want to watch that again because it felt like that ball across could have been dealt with. I don't know. Maybe not, but it just seemed a bit like, yeah, like the Fofana runs away from Harry Kane for some reason and just leaves him completely open. Havertz. Can he show that Nkunku can still win games comfortably? But we have a good player up front. That's a great play, and Havertz is a great goal. Okay, we're back level here. And Havertz, maybe this is what he needs. Obviously, losing Nkunku is a big loss for us. If he is out injured for more than like 5 days, it's a big loss. Because we do have a game against Liverpool coming up, obviously in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. And what I just say, some Conor Gallagher, what a play that is. It's a good play and a great finish as well for Havertz. So Conor Gallagher is such a good player, man. So it's much better than an 84 rating. Now Havertz, assures Havertz back. Havertz, you back loads. Kai Havertz is back. At the start of the Chrome, Kai Havertz was one of our best players, and he kind of dropped off when we brought in Nkunku, and Nkunku started, not when we brought in Nkunku, but Nkunku started playing to the level that he played at. Kai Havertz dropped off, obviously. But Kai Havertz has seen the opportunity, has realised that we need him, and he steps up and gets 2 goals from the bench, and we're not back in the lead, but we're in the lead here. And what a turnaround this has been. Great, I love that. Joe Phillips now. Kai Havertz is on a hat-trick here. Kai Havertz is on a hat-trick. Can he get his hat-trick? Kai Havertz gets a hat-trick. Okay, I see you, Kai Havertz. You better continue this form though. It better not be a one and done in this game. Because when we get back to the menu and Nkunku's out and we get the email for Nkunku's injury, if he's out for a long time, you better perform like this in every game we use you. Okay, Morris now played through by Usman Dembele. Shivadio again. It's in there to stop them. Now this is the downfall of Spurs. Already 3-1 down. We've taken off Emerson Royale, gone to a 3 at the back. And Declan Rice now to make it 4-1. Declan Rice makes it 4-1 and grabs himself a rare goal in this Chrome. I don't think we've actually scored with Declan Rice yet. He's had some good attempts. He's actually missed a long shot in this game. It was fairly close. It just grazed over the crossbar. It's a good finish from Declan Rice, and we're going to bring on Usman Dembele, NONI Madueke and Madueke to see if they can get any goals in this game, to punish Spurs even more for going less defensive. Madueke now, what can he do here? Madueke driving with the ball. Madueke's in here. Madueke shoots, and Madueke scores. And this is what I meant. Spurs have gone 3 at the back, or maybe 4 at the back, and it hasn't worked out for them. They should have kept their 5 at the back because they were hard to break down. We may have scored 3 goals past them, but they were hard to break down. It took me a while. But as you can see, it's just easy to break them down right now because we're overloading that attack. And what a finish at some Madueke to get his first goal for Chelsea. He's just been brought on down a wing. Not sure what I brought him down a wing of all places, but Kukurea, love that. Now Madueke. Madueke now sees his pace, plays it out to Ziyech. Ziyech through to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz now plays it across to Madueke for another goal. Unselfish from Kai Havertz. He's already got his hat-trick. He doesn't need another goal in this game. And we need to get Madueke off and running. And it's 6-1 here. Alright, I really had a feeling we're going to lose this game. Obviously, I've just seen all the goals that we scored in this game because it's 7 highlights. I'm not going to show any of the chances. But the first half, we couldn't break down Spurs. And it looked like we were going to lose this game. But luckily, in the second half, we've completely turned it around. If we can win the ball, we can get one last attack. We block them, and it's going to be the end of the game here after the throw-in. That's a dominant performance in the second half. Obviously, Kai Havertz has changed the game. 6-1 victory up against Spurs. Love to see it. Okay, in the FA Cup, we're going to sum this game with the second team here, and luckily, Nkunku isn't actually injured, taking him off in that game. And that'll just treat him, obviously, and isn't picked up an injury. He's fully fit for our next game. We get a 1-1 draw here, so it's going to go to a replay, I believe. Because I actually took a risk considering the second leg of the game against Liverpool, considering we already faced them last episode, and we already faced them in this episode, and we picked up a 1-0 victory, which means we go through to the final of the Carabao Cup. Okay, for this game against Man United here, we're going to play the highlights. I just want to consider sound Pau Torres, that's centre back. They obviously brought in Jorginho, the player that we sold to them at the start of the season. Anyway, so Anthony Gordon is moved to Wolverhampton Wanderers for 30 million, so it's going to be this signing for them. They're currently 9th in the Premier League, so we're going to keep an eye on them, see how they do with him in the team. But let's get into the game against Man United, hopefully beat them. So again, maintain our unbeaten run. As you can see, Hakim Ziyech comes into the team, due to Mason Mount being a little bit tired after that last game. But let's get into this. Because the first highlight actually goes to Man United, 2 minutes in, a free kick from Alderson's out. Let's see what they can do from this one. Obviously, we are still undefeated in the Premier League, which is absolutely incredible that we've managed to do that so far. Bruno Fernandes is it forward, but Joao Felix has it away. Let's see how we're going to attack it. Yes, we are 13 minutes in here. We're going to attack down the right hand side with Pulisic is on the ball. It should be Pulisic, considering it's down his side of the pitch. It is crossing Pulisic. Pulisic in towards Joao Felix. Can Joao Felix take it down? Yes, he can. Joao Felix now can get into the centre. Joao Felix now take that. Joao Felix saved by David De Gea. About 22 minutes in here, we get another attack on a counter attack here. What's our best course of action here? We're going to keep it with Declan Rice. Now Rice, now it's to Joao Felix. Keep that in, please, Joao Felix. He just about did. I think Nkunku has got a lot to do to keep his place in the team after that hat-trick from Kai Havertz. But Nkunku now, another shot blocked there. Now Man United have an attack here. It was Man United. For a second I thought it was the second half and we had an attack, but no. United on the attack in the first half here with Alanga. Bringing the ball forward for them. Can Fofana get the ball off him? No, we can't. Now Anthony. Is it to Rashford? Alanga blocked by Fofana, and Anthony with the acrobatic attempt is saved by Kepa. Now just before half time in the 58th minute we have a solo run here. I believe it's Nkunku. Oh no, well, yes it is Nkunku. Nkunku being chased down by the new signing Pau Torres, I believe that is. But Nkunku should bury here. Nkunku buries. As I mentioned, he's got a lot on his plate right now, because obviously Kai Havertz is performing quite well for us here, and we're going to give him more game time in the series now after that performance. But Nkunku puts us 1-0 up here. Now Man United actually get one more attack before half time. This has been a very end-to-end game. It would be one of those games you enjoy watching in real life. Casemiro now. Plays it over to Alanga. Alanga now plays it into Rashford. Fofana, can he deal with him? Yes he can, just about. And second half here, 89th minute here, we're down to 10 men. That isn't great. But Man United have one less attack in this game. Played it into James Maddison. He'd have signed. Kukurea, oh no. Rashford now plays it forward. Anything good here, Alanga plays it back, and it's going to be a goal here. No, it ain't, because Anthony's messed it up. Anthony's messed up, and Rice can play it out, and that should be the end of the game. It is a 1-0 victory up against Man United. We're down to 10 men, so that ain't great. Let's get into the final few games of the episode. Okay, in the FA Cup replay here, we're going to take on Brentford again here. Hopefully the second team this time can get a decisive victory up against them. So I'm going to quick send this one here. Hopefully Madueke and Madueke can get in the goals. And it's going to be a 2-0 victory with Parkinson and Madueke scoring, but Chilwell gets injured. That isn't great. Going to see how long the injury is, because we are in January transfer window, so I can bring out their backup left back if we need to, because we don't have one other than Chilwell. Let's see how bad the injury is. Guys, you can see we're Sunday's game against Watford here. We picked up a 3-2 victory with Breuer and Purdue and Parkinson scoring for us, and let's get into the final game of this. So it's going to be the first game of the Champions League R16 up against Sevilla. Okay, for the final game of this today up against Sevilla in the first leg of the R16 of the Champions League, we are going to play the highlights of this one up against them. Obviously last season we did make it to the semi-finals of the Champions League, but we got knocked out by PSG in the end. So hopefully this season we can go much further. Let's get into the game against Sevilla, who have a pretty good team, and hopefully beat them. Because the first highlight here actually goes to us in the second minute here. Let's see if we can get an early goal. See if we can spread this out to Christian Pulisic or Declan Rice. We can do. Pulisic completely forgot to turn the undershirts off, and his model, so we can get the celebration for him to work properly. But Nkunku now gets into Mason Mount. Mason Mount, the touch. Didn't really set him to do anything there, but Sevilla get a corner here in the 11th minute here. See if they can do anything from this. Hopefully they don't, obviously. Now, one thing I want to talk about is I'm going to be starting a player pyramid over here on YouTube in the on stream. Just to see what streaming here is like on YouTube, see if it works out better than streaming on Twitch. And there is a poll over on the community tab. I'm going to be running a couple of polls over the next. I think there's going to be. I think I'm either going to start it the day this goes up or the day after. I'm not too sure, but check out the community tab for the polls. But Nkunku's in behind, and Nkunku shoots, but Bono makes a save there. That's if you have an attack for the Source in the 33rd minute here. And the current poll that is up on the community tab is the choosing position. So head over there if you want to cast your vote on the position. Currently it's between striker, left wing / right wing, or cam and goalkeeper. We've at the moment left wing and right wing and striker are currently drawing. So Sevilla actually have another attack 6 minutes after that attack didn't work out for them. And hopefully we can stop them here. Well played behind Marcus Thuram here. And Givadio, good defending. Now we have a penalty here in the 57th minute. Can we bury this one? Christopher Nkunku up against Bono. Can we bury this one to give us a lead here? Christopher Nkunku to make it 1-0. And Nkunku does so. Good to see that. And let's see if I can do the celebration again. Yes, we can. I'm going to bring the Karma celebration back to football with Nkunku, obviously number 7, courtesy of Ronaldo, obviously that used to do that celebration. And now can we make it 2-0 here? I think Nkunku in FIFA doesn't have his own celebration, so we're going to make that a celebration in Icaro mode. There's a mount. Is it forward here? To Nkunku, can Nkunku bury it? No, we can't. Bono makes a great save there. And we get a corner here, 79th minute here, to possibly get one last goal here. Obviously next episode we are going to either play the highlights of the net like or submit. But we're going to work this corner in here. Mason Mount in towards, not too sure who that is, but whoever it is can win a header. Can we win this header? Yes we can. Hakim Ziyech flicks it on to Loftus-Cheek. Nkunku, that is not where I wanted that pass to go, but is where it is. That is not where I wanted that pass to go either. And I'm not sure what happened there, but unfortunately, okay, we actually have a free kick here. 89th minute, one less attack, one less chance. Now obviously I did recently score a free kick with Mason Mount in the scoring mode. Can I do the same? My free kicks have been a bit poor recently. Mason Mount from the free kick. It's easily caught by Bono. Needed more height and more power behind it. There's a Madueke up against Sevilla to any episode. And let's do the outro. And as you can see, the league table currently looks like this with us on 22 wins, 3 draws and 0 losses, with 54 goals scored and 14 conceded. That is incredible. Only conceded 14 goals. Obviously the next best is, who is it? It's Man City with 25. So we conceded 11 less goals than them. Actually, we're quite clear at the top of the table, so the Premier League isn't really a challenge for us currently in this current. We're also up to 8th now with Anthony Gordon in their team. But one thing I want to check out is the player stats at the end of the episode. See how the team is performing. Givadio going up to an 84, love that. And now, Nkunku's got the most goal involvements with 13 of 4. No, actually, yeah, Mason Mount behind him with 10 and 4. Boyer 10 and 1 as well from the second team. Parkinson 9 and 3. Jeffrey at 7 and 8. Kai Havertz at 6 and 2, obviously, has had a pretty good episode. Madueke 4 and 5, been pretty good since joining us. Hakim Ziyech 4 and 1. Gallagher 2 and 7. Pulisic shooting alright for himself, not great, but Madueke joining us. And in the Premier League he scored 2 goals. The 2 goals he's got there are big ones for us. Good to see that from him. And clean sheets, how many does Kepa actually have in the Premier League? Kepa has 7 clean sheets in the Premier League, so he should be, surely he wins the Golden Glove this season. But that's going to be the end of the episode here. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications, keep your eye out for the play chromas starting on stream here over on YouTube. Check the community tab for polls that I put up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.